Hey there everybody and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I am Bob and we are continuing on. This is, I think, episode 4 in a set of 5 that I'm doing this week, as I will be gone next weekend yet again. It's been a busy time with things opening up, or starting to open up again. And I've got one thing I need to do before I do anything else, because I'm going to forget this otherwise. But I noticed this city grew, so I need to sow some salt around all these fields here. There we go. And that should do it. Just so I don't forget to do that later. So the main thing I noticed at the end of the last episode, this raven is being chased, and I want to definitely try to scout this area more before just rushing my army into it. I want to know what kind of territory I'm working with. This guy can go pretty far. I'm going to try to make it all the way up and around and behind that city if I can. For the time being, I think I need to leave him in the water, probably next to that bridge. In fact, we'll zip back down here and stop right there. Okay. Oh, there's a tower there. If I snag that, I could get a nice big view in all directions. I'll try to get that on the next turn. The important thing is that I do know where our capital is, though, and as such, everyone is headed directly there. So my main leader's army is right here, and I'm going to have them... Again, I can clear that dungeon on the way past if I go on it with just a bunch of flying units. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, crap. Those guys could go quite a ways. You know what? I'm going to move this guy like that. Oh, there's shadow stalkers over here. Okay. And a succubus. They might chase me down. Yeah, this guy is probably going to get killed. And in light of that, I'm going to just move him here and explore as much of that road as I can. This one, on the other hand, I think can go straight north, since I know that it's not really safe to go east. There's not much up here. Alright. Main leader's army goes back here, and it's kind of waiting for all these people to catch up. I'm going to throw this guy in with the main leader's army, although I would like to do that on this turn. I guess it doesn't really matter. But that tier 3 unit is eventually going to just be absurd, so I want him along for that ride. I'm also going to, for now, give her both of those Eldritch Horrors. Alright, then on the next turn they can all just go right over there, clear that dungeon, and we'll keep moving on. Of course, the druid should keep the animal, the snake. And what else? Just got a lot of random stuff. There's a spider to go with the druid, but there's not really anything threatening me in this area, so I can pretty much move everybody up without fear of any consequences. That's the great thing about having so much vision range on one unit. She's going to actually have more, or the ability to get more, on the next turn. Might end up, yeah. It's this crown that's headed in, and no wait, where is it? Hang on. I thought that was, did I give that to the wrong person? Forget to send it off? I thought I had an item that gave +3 vision range that I was sending to someone. It was like a piece of headgear. Did I accidentally send that off to the wrong version? To the wrong person? No? Did I accidentally sell it? I have no idea where that went. Well, +2 vision range will be enough for now, I guess, but it kind of gets exponentially better. Somebody pointed out in the comments, the more you have, it gets sort of exponentially better because it's that many more hexes in all directions that you can see. So, 1 vision range further, but in 6 different directions. I'll close that for now, and we'll wait. Everybody else should probably just sail as far as they can. Iggi, not Mogwai. I wanted to pop him up and see what's going on over here. Still nothing, but I might scout a bit. some Shadow Stalkers up there. I'd like to find where that other army went. Okay, they're right there. I'm trying to decide if I should actually try to go up and hit anything with Iggy's army now. I would not mind starting to true resurrect some Shadow Stalkers. And I could get one right there. We've got that army headed for the underground, but their units are kind of garbage. I think now might be the time to strike, because I could get everybody up and then make that triangle formation that I'm always trying to do. And Iggy's army may be able to make it up here and then still get down to where that unit is. Let's see, they got enough to get quite a ways past that. So, yeah, I think I can do this. If I come up here, go here, then I can still make it back down. So I can pick this unit off with an army that should be able to beat them without too much trouble. We'll definitely want to go in with one of the Node Serpents after this one. So yeah, we'll have Iggy's army. I think this is actually probably a good time to start doing this, because if I can knock out a few armies that are isolated, it also causes a distraction that that might draw the AI into leaving a route wide open for my sorcerer and my main armies to get through and get at their capital. So I want to kill the Shadow Stalker early and then true resurrect it. That's kind of the primary goal of this battle. I need to start by probably healing my bear, though. And let's see, you're going to come in and cause trouble, and that's fine. Why don't... Okay, you guys get away from the Ice Queen. You go there, you go here, you go here. Alright, everybody defend. Hopefully that Shadow Stalker takes the bait and goes after one of those 3 units up front. Alright, we can't be having that. Ah, you nuisance with sprint. Okay, should have known that would happen. Alright, it was this one that seduced it. So, like... Die, please. I want my unit back. Let's see, I think I might just have the Eldritch Horror use up all that guy's movement. Yeah, that's fine. Or, well, almost all of it, I guess. We need you here. Finish that thing, please. And this one can go after Succubus, and then he can move here, and I can't quite finish that unit off. Alright, well in that case I'll just use a different healing item. That Draconian Charger is not going to enjoy its meeting with this Ice Queen. Oh yeah, that didn't go well for him. Alright, we need to leave that guy alive. Hopefully it doesn't kill itself. Okay, good. Alright, then I want you to go away. Let's see, we'll sprint around and get behind him, make sure we get this kill. Alright, then we want True Resurrect. I will start my Shadow Stalker collection with this guy. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to see. And he's already a silver rank. He's 1 rank away from inflict freezing cold. That's just great. That's just a great thing. Web, that would have been nice. Nope, okay. Then in that case, you go back here. There you go, you got the stun. Iggy might have another heal coming up in a second, so... Whoops, don't do that. Yep. Okay, we can give the bear a little more health. He's been getting the crap beat out of him. Alright, that is good. Get a Shadow Stalker. if I can manage to keep it. Okay, good. It spawned on the mountain, so that's actually pretty handy. The other one might try to go after it, but it's also technically invisible, so the computer shouldn't know it's there, although I know there's quite a bit of discussion about how the computer actually treats invisible units. I'm not going to act like I know either way, but nice thing is that with those guys having taken care of that, I can move this army down and get the jump on these guys, which are also fairly soft targets. I could bring in backup too, but I don't think I really need it for this group. These guys look easy. The only thing is maybe healing. Let's see who else we've got down here. Hey, you know what? Just for the sake of saving time, I'm going to take these guys one army v one army. It looks like I've got a distinct advantage. Well, no, that doesn't really make any sense because I'm ending everybody together regardless. Plus, I'm going to need somebody else extra up here to go after that tower. In fact, I might end my turn on that tower. That actually seems like a pretty good idea. All right, let me move this guy here. And we'll do a manual combat. Alright. Heal the Eldritch Horror, and also hide in the back because you're bleeding. For this one, I think we might phase her in and do her AoE stun technique. Really kind of hope this works because... Oh, there we go. That worked pretty well. Unfortunately, it didn't get the Sun Guard there, so I'm going to have to go after him myself with this guy. Problem solved. You can go after her. It's a lot of crits. Lucky. I don't need any of that crap. You know, let's get them off center. Although I'm sure he'll find that guy's gonna fry a whole bunch of stuff. Unless I can phase back there and cause trouble. Well, yeah, I can actually, because I can phase, but then I can also sprint to get behind him and cause problems. I may have just overextended him a bit, though. It's okay, I've got another one. We'll phase here. Sprint. And actually, I might just hit the same target. Or maybe I'll hit her. So she can't... Yeah, I'll go after her. Ah, there we go. Got a stun. They're panicked. That bear's got fearsome now. Alright, why don't you just heal yourself? Greedy Iggy just eats his own food. Alright, and then I guess I'm just gonna flank it once, because try to avoid taking attacks of retaliation. I've got plenty of units around to do flanking stuff. And now he's stunned anyway. Oh, it's just the one unit running away, right? Iggy, how's your healing? I probably should wait. Oh, he just bled out, right? Okay. Well, what have we here? Everything is for sale, I think. The question is, unit positioning. Can I get everyone I need to in the right place here? Also, I think I'm going to leave one unit on that cave entrance so I know if anything comes down. Who wants to volunteer to be Steve? Probably... Well, the Goblin Bard at least has charm and does count as a support unit. But so does the Dwarf Apprentice. Elf Longbow? I'm afraid you just became Steve. Sorry. You're gonna have to stay back. The rest of you, go on up. And... I'm going to just move Iggy onto this... Wait, hang on. That's 4, and then he can move there and then there. Can they make it to that tower on this turn? Some of them probably can, but not all of them. So I need to try to be careful about this. Then again, Iggy's army can't all make it there either. I might actually just not be able to take that tower on this turn. I don't think anyone has quite enough movement for it. So instead of doing that, I will move the rest of Iggy's army onto that same tile. We'll just keep it pretty simple, like that. Iggy can then sell these items. There we go. He could really use a flying mount. And we'll worry about grabbing that tower on the next turn. But in the meantime, the rogue now has a massive distraction here to deal with. And I don't feel too bad about moving in on this area because, like, granted, Iggy's, when you combine all these units together, they're not that great. But I've also done a ton of damage to the rogue in this area. So it's unlikely they're going to be able to hit me with a big enough force to knock out 3 full armies, even if they're not all the best of the best kind of units, you know. But still, you sit there and let me know. Just shout, give me a shout if anybody shows up. How's that? I can scout a little bit more with this wisp, and I probably should. In fact, I might use this wisp as a distraction for that shadow stalker. You see all they got over here is like another treb. I'm going to leave the wisp right there. The shadow stalker might go back and go after that instead of going here and picking on my shadow stalker. Why is his morale so low? Oh no. Oh, there goes my plans for true resurrecting a bunch of shadow stalkers. If they're all dedicated and neutral, that's not going to work. I'm probably going to have to disband him. Are they all dedicated and neutral? Maybe I'll get lucky in some of them. No. Because they'll only be dedicated and neutral if they're built in a city that is dedicated to neutral. I might be able to manage with one. If I can get them in an army with a leader that has touched by faith, but it'll be a nuisance. Dang. I was just going to take over all their shadow stalkers and use them to go after the other computers. Well, it's okay. I've got good units. That does change my priorities for True Resurrect, though. I probably will now be a little more liberal about using it on cities that, or on units that are just in, like, random structures and stuff. Particularly any tier 4s I come across, I'll probably try to pick them up now. My gold is actually doing a lot better than it was earlier, so I feel pretty good about that. Should have another Archangel behind all this group too. There we go. She's gonna go in the Druid stack if she ever catches up. These guys are on the move. And I think those haste berries right there. So I think what the general plan is I'll follow the river up through here. And then, yeah, it looks like I could land here, possibly use the haste berries on any units that are maybe would have to disembark, and it'd help speed them up. But basically, it looks like I could take this city and then just go right across the bridge at their capital. I think that's the general plan, is just the most direct route. Originally, I was thinking take the river all the way, but I think I've already done enough damage to the rogues' forces that it probably makes more sense to just go directly at them. It'll be faster. Plus, I'll move quicker along any roads, too, because of advanced logistics. Alright, you guys, you still need health, and I don't really feel like doing any battles with you right now, so probably just going to kind of leave you alone until the elf city stuff shows up. I'll just, well, actually, there is one thing they need to deal with. There's that army of random stuff down here, these units that spawn from the Eldritch Pit that used to be here. I need to get rid of them, because if I don't, when the settler comes through, they could pick that settler off. Alright, we'll connect all these cities with roads. Actually, I think you may need to run, because I don't think I can get all these guys back to him in time. Gotta figure out what spawned that bone collector and deal with it. Don't see anything underground there, so I'll move them here and rejoin that army together, and then you can back off for now. Actually, I could connect these roads here. I should probably do that. Alright, Yeti is still doing a great job. Start working on icing over some of these mountains. I just, like, completely sealed a volcano in ice. It's still technically a volcanic tile. Alright, bird's still alive and well, and I think I'm going to try to fill in what's over here. Just for the sake of my curiosity and knowing where spawners are and all that good stuff. Okay, it looks like we're good. There's a spawner there, actually. I just noticed. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that one little remaining tile. We'll go here. It looks like these waterways might connect. Fairly likely, it seems. This piece of land down here might be actually pretty isolated. Alright, you guys get in there. Defend. And literally all they have to do is just sit there. Alright, I'm gonna move down here a little bit more with this warg. Just one careful space at a time. Hello? Ooh. Another city. Hopefully I can meet them. Alright, now that those spiders are dead, this dwarf is good to move up and start digging. These guys were going to go west. Probably could kill the stuff that's on that tile, but I'm going to wait a turn because they got a little beat up. Hey, that horse did not get attacked on this last turn. That surprises me. You know what? I could go back, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep pushing as far forward as I can. Oh, good. Gold. Oh, hi. Better back off. They're kind of blocking this guy's way. We'll go back down here and... Oh, I think he's just dead. There's spiders in the area now. These must be leftovers from, well, no, actually, there could be a different spawner out there. That's probably where they came from. Is there a way that it's safe? You know what? I think I want this horse to come up this way. Because there's paths to the west here, like from here, and then also from here, that need to be explored. Alright, you guys, you're general frontline. Oh yeah, that's right, these are the meat shields. Oh, holy crap. Those guys might be in trouble. Well, I think I know where you guys all need to start going. Because there's plenty of things to kill. Alright, these all heal naturally. I am going to use somebody with floating to go get that. And then come back. Oh, wait, hang on. Did I just do what I think I just did? Did that go to Nuxbrom? Did that really just go to Nuxbrom? Okay, now this is getting annoying. I have to build... Okay, well, we can do that. This game is determined to grow this city before this one. Building a settler in it will solve that problem. In fact, I could just keep building settlers in it. Not a bad idea, though, to build them anyway, I suppose. And I can put them in the Arctic, too, because I have the Shrine of... or the... whatever the Arctic Heart structure is called. I guess it would call the Heart of the Arctic. That would make a lot of sense. Alright, you guys can go back there. It looks like there's something I can have these guys work on taking out. I think they should be able to handle it. In turn for everybody else, okay, now we have some magic management to do. So, I was giving a look over at Elsewhere in between episodes, or not Elsewhere, Zari, and I think Zari, her army's great, but I'm not really taking full advantage of the fact that she has Divine Justice Stars. I want to get some tier 4s in there. That snake will become a tier 4, so I'll probably leave it around. She also could probably use, I think, an Archangel, probably an Eldritch Horror. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get her some of that. In fact, I think I can get her another one on this turn. Eldritch Horrors are 125 exactly, and I have exactly 125 to spend, so I think I'll go ahead and just do that now. Seems like a good fit for her army. Who do we want to drop for that? Maybe the fly. Well, that's a champion 2 flyer though. He's been doing pretty good. We'll drop the bear. Well, the bear needs healing though. Flyer can actually manage without it a little better, so we'll drop him. We'll add the Eldritch Horror, and then we've got just points left to spend on terraforming, which I think I have done as much of as I can. I could terraform some of the Wisp area. I was told that they like forests, so I guess I could work on that. Where's the Grow Forest one? Okay, there we go. We'll do that. I'm probably going to leave some pathways for like people to walk through. So for now, that's all I'm going to do with that. Just a few tiles. As for the rest, I think I'm just going to have to let any excess mana go to waste, and, well, I don't think I'm going to have excess, unless there's another festival, but I'm at 2,500 mana capacity, so I should be able to handle all of it, barely. Just spending it as fast as I can get it. I feel like one of my other cities should have grown by now, but, well, maybe not. Yeah, because this city hasn't gotten the Grand Palace yet, and that's the only way it can grow any further, so I'll have to just keep an eye on that. Alright, well, I think it is time to go to the next turn. After the game saves. Okay. Yep. And I don't actually need to cast or start casting any spells because I am at 0 casting points. So we are good to go. I'm really, really bummed out about that Shadow Stalker having dedicated a neutral. I might try to hang on to him, but I feel like he's going to be maybe more trouble than he's worth. I'll probably will stick him in the Druid's army for now. I think the Druid's army could benefit from his skill set, and she does have Touched by Faith to kind of deal with that. But as far as I know, there's no way I can remove that from him. He's just dedicated to neutral for the rest of the game, no matter what. As are any other Shadow Stalkers they're producing in cities with that dang buff. Which is probably pretty much all of them right now. I still have absolutely no clue where Dova is. He's probably nestled back behind everyone somewhere. It's gonna make... Unfortunately, he was target number 2 because I wanted to get the sorcerer, the enemy sorcerer, out of the game next, so that I can kind of like just dominate global magic as much as I possibly can. But that guy is nowhere to be found, so my assumption is he's probably in the corner. Alright, well, that guy ran off, so... Yep, they're falling back, probably to sort of organize some sort of a defense. Or maybe they're all chasing that raven. I think either one is entirely possible. I think chasing the raven is maybe more likely, the way the AI seems to think in this game. But I think within, probably not this next turn, but the turn after, all my armies should be making landfall up here. Yeah, you guys keep running. Because now we've got Iggy's army here bearing down as well. And then I guess once everybody's sort of all gathered up together, I might swap units around, but I may have one army go east to start pressuring the Necro. As much as I think Zari could absolutely destroy this guy, I have to get to him first, and Zari is actually quite a long ways away. Although, I think things will speed up once she's kind of sets off on her own. Because I think I'm going to have her in a single army kind of beeline it as like just a single really fast killing attack force. But they have to... I wanted to clear this so that I can absorb the city first. The Necro... I was going to keep with Zari, but I'm kind of second-guessing that. I think he might function better on his own, especially since the Necro and a lot of Ghoul units can clear those Lich Castles a little more effectively than Zari can. Zari does not have any... unless I have units that are Spirit immune, Zari doesn't have a way to make her units immune to Spirit damage. Warlords are actually better for clearing Lich Castles, ironically, than Theocrats are. So that's, I think, what I'm gonna skip this castle with her, most likely. Unless I feel like I can come up with some creative way to get around it, but I don't think I could. I was able to handle a tomb with 1 Dread Reaper in it, but these things usually have like 4 Dread Reapers, and that's just too much Invoke Death. Just too many things that can go wrong. That can go wrong in a place like that. So that does actually remind me that all the Ghoul units this guy has, as much of a pain as it is to keep them all alive, they do still have a useful purpose. So I probably don't want to just get rid of all of them. Granted, 4 of the dang Dread Reapers is still going to cause a lot of trouble, but I think it's more than likely worth it to clear a Lich Castle, even if I lose some units. As long as this guy makes it out alive, I'm cool. And if he doesn't, I guess that's what True Resurrect is for, or Resurrect Hero if I lose the battle. I do have at least 1 Spirit Immune unit, though, the Nightshade Fairy, and that one I might end up leaving with... You know, the Nightshade Fairy would actually be a good fit for the Undead's army, I think, because she has that Spirit Immunity without being undead, and is very useful at clearing those Lich Castles. Zari herself isn't bad at it, but she can't take that many Dread Reapers on her own. So it's kind of my thoughts for those armies down there. I wanted to sort of pan around and just look at everyone in general, because I've got my Warlord over here, and he's sort of kind of running out of things that he's been doing in this area. I'm going to clear this. I think for him, he's probably going to lead the charge going straight west. I anticipate I'm going to run into Mogwai or possibly the Dreadnought out in this western direction. And having a warlord out there to kind of a powerhouse to fight back is going to be needed. Originally, I was just hoping this was all water, and I could not worry so much about it and focus more of like sending everyone north and then pushing south. But it doesn't look like that's the case. This appears to be a separate lake. Mogwai's turn took a very long time, and so did Tomuk's, I think. Oh, I thought there was more stuff out here. Okay, well, that's fine. At least now I know. I really would have liked to have met that city, though. That's a bummer. I think I was just one space away. And yeah, I knew he was going down. It's all good. Although I should probably pay attention to where those guys can pop up. Okay, yeah, that's not anywhere dangerous, but I do need to remember that this city, once I make an alliance with it, I probably can't completely absorb it. Doesn't look like it would be safe. Alright, my druid just got a random level up from passive XP gain, so that's kind of cool. Let's flip back over to the main armies and do a quick save here. Okay, still got time for this episode. I actually did check the clock this time. This guy definitely needs to find his way to an army that can keep him on good behavior. How low is his morale exactly? Minus 500. What does Touched by Faith actually do? How much does it improve it by? Is it just 200? No, it's 400. So it could at least get him to neutral morale if I remember to cast it on him every turn. And he would be a good unit to cast it on anyway, because the extra resistance would be nice, since one of the few ways to kill those things is elemental damage. So I still think like he'd be a good fit for the Druid's army, but I think I'm probably only going to mess with keeping one of them around. Unless I find another one that doesn't have dedicated to neutral on it, I'll keep an eye out. In any case, he needs to head this way. Actually, first things first, let's clear this dungeon. Enter in here. We got a probable victory, a lot of Manicore Riders. They are, crap, they're halflings. That's the one kind of Manicore Rider I don't want. Alright, we'll just manual combat and kill them all. I was thinking about true resurrecting one of them, but not for a halfling. I just don't like the halfling stuff. I think these guys get wing beat. Yeah, they have wing beat. That's kind of their thing, and I don't really care about wing beat. I don't think it's really... I guess on a Manicore Rider it does do quite a bit of damage still, but nothing impressive enough for me. I'm gonna put the Archangels up front. Actually, the Eldritch Horrors will be fine up front. Really, anybody but my leader is fine up front, actually. Since they're charging me, I'll just let them come running right at me. Hello, may I introduce you to my tier 4s? I also have Fearsome on some of my units, so this should be fun. It's a Halfling Warbreed. There's the one in the back that's kind of just hanging out. I think I'm just going to go all-out offense on these guys. Because I could potentially fear them. And that, like that one, he is now feared. Could I petrify him? It's 40%. It's not great. I'm going to move this guy over here and actually just blast everyone with that. He's good. And we'll just stick an Archangel right here for fun, shall we? I want to make sure that last one can't reach my Sorcerer, so she needs to get out of range. Since the others I've attacked, they can't just fly over me and get to the Sorcerer. So I'm going to go ahead and just cast Thunderstorm. Which oddly enough makes it brighter in this dark underground place. Maybe it's the lightning. Managed to do quite a bit of damage to that Eldritch Horror, but that's her special pet Eldritch Horror, I think. Wait, no, that one is not. The other one is. Maybe I should actually keep them separate so I remember which one is which. This one is the Paragon, right? So maybe I'll move the non-Paragon into the Druid's army. Who's next? I have a lot of healing that I need to do for the one Eldritch Horror that did get damaged. Oh, he just... See, and there's why I don't want a halfling Manticore Rider. I think I might be able to stun that guy with my Sorcerer. Which would actually be pretty handy here, yeah. Who's left? Oh yeah, the stunned guy. Or he was. Oops. Tiger and Sphinx, Human Knight, and 259 gold, or just 400 gold. You know, in this particular location, I'll take the, I kind of am inclined to just take the gold. But in this particular location, I'll take the extra units. We're on enemy territory now. So that's just that many more things that they would have to kill. On top of that, I can take this knight and go grab that watchtower. And another one down here. So that works out pretty well. And right now, intel is probably more important than anything. I don't think I'm going to take those haste berries yet. I'm just going to send this guy about as far off in that direction as I can go. And whichever one of you... Oh, it's definitely that one that is the not fully upgraded one, because this guy's been around for forever. Okay, so you're going to go in the Druid's army along with the snake. And probably give her back one of her giants once we're on land. Maybe both of them. Alright, I don't want these armies to slow down any more than they absolutely have to. That makes more sense to keep these people on land for now. How can they... Yeah, man, they're not going to be able to make it to those haste berries, are they? No, the giants are going to be too slow. Almost want to just get everybody on land here. Do I have a builder in the area? I don't think I do. Thinking about getting everyone on the land now and then just going through that mountain pass and going north, but I still think... No, I still think the water is faster. So, yeah. We'll move them like that. Just sail on through. I have no idea what to do with this Sphinx. He's going to have to embark whatever he does. I'll just move him onto this mountain tile, and just generally, I think go northwest is probably a good enough solution at this point. They all have to go through on the river. I think that since that army took some damage, they'll keep the angels for now. Although that guy needs healing. I'll go ahead and give one of the angels to them for now. We'll give a Phantasm Warrior to each group. And then we'll stick the Griffin for the moment with... I think probably the main leaders group, since that's the most important one. And they can make it all the way up there. The druid can make it there, which is close enough. Yeah, this works. Because then I can still build a kind of a triangle here. Although it's not a perfect one, but it should be good enough. And this is where we begin the invasion, I guess. Then on the next turn, I think these guys can all land here. I probably am going to actually end up ignoring those haste berries right there. I don't think there's an easy way for me to make good use of them, but we'll see. Something may become more apparent on the next turn. Hildy did level up, and I want her to have regrowth. That's something I've kind of wanted for her for a while. I also kind of think vision range might be good, but we'll get that later. For now, regrowth. And then I may want to start buffing her health a bit to kind of make more use of it. She struck me as being a bit fragile. Same thing with my wizard, actually, my sorcerer. What do I want for you? I think generally just more health. Stronghold doesn't matter, Stunning Touch doesn't matter, Master Illusionist probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I just want HP, defense, stuff to keep her from getting sniped or something. Alright, some of Zarya's items have shown up. So we're going to put on the Grumpy Cat mask. And I already know I'm going to forget to switch things in and out, but I will keep those boots around anyway. For now, tireless boots are what I want for her. She's still got 3 more items coming, 2 of which I will be putting on the next turn. That's a jewel item. She's got her necromancer thing, but that's going to replace this. Okay, the jewel will replace that, and then the sword replaces that. So she's a bit better now, especially with the tireless in conjunction with vigilant. That is a great combination. So I will try to make as much use of that as possible. I can now do another quick save, and I think I should be able to pretty easily take this place out. I think I'm going to summon another unit for her, though. I just want to start adding tier 4s on there. So I think we'll drop the bear. And we will probably eventually drop the fairy. But for now, we'll drop the bear. I feel like, as a Theocrat, Zarya deserves to have at least one Archangel hanging out with her. So we'll do that. In fact, I could summon another one, and if I did, might be able to actually clear that Lich Castle with Zarya and a couple Archangels. It still might be a bit of a big ask, though. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Alright, I'm hoping you guys can handle this in auto, because I don't really feel like doing this one manually. There's also a tomb there. Honestly, this army is just too beat up. I mean, they've got the big beetles coming, though, and that'll help. So, actually, with the big beetles in on this, I think they could probably do this manual pretty easily. You know what? In this case, I'm going to let them run, because this army doesn't need to take damage right now. Oh, hey, I can go a little further. Can I maybe do it again? Just a bunch of wisps. Okay. I apparently ghouled one of them. I think. If I did, I don't know where it went. Oh, it's right in this army. Okay. Wait, are you actually a ghoul, or did you... I think you got converted. Well, that's fine. That's another scout for the underground. And get back down there. And I will be able to clear that. And this is about to disappear now. thinking about adding a second Archangel in for this crew. Because, like, I was kind of keeping this guy around for Inflict Stun, but they get Inflict Stun because they're a support unit, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to keep this guy around, as far as I can tell. So yeah, you know what? I think we're just gonna. Zari gets all her items this turn. I think we're just gonna. This is gonna be Zari's good turn or whatever. I'm gonna move you here because I don't really want you getting caught up in this. But yes, while these are cheap, let's get them. How's your spirit? He's pretty well protected against. I would be willing to bring the Eldritch Horror in on that battle. And then I could also give the Mature Shock Serpent, I could give it Bestow Iron Heart. So actually, this army could clear that Lich Castle pretty effectively. We're going to do an auto combat for this. That's no need to waste time on that. I can already tell that needs to be sold for gold. And yeah, I think we can do this. Although, I think we're going to do this in the next episode, most likely. I'm going to save it here. And then I think we need to wrap this one up. So that was, if I'm not mistaken, number 4 of this set of 5 that I'm doing. And so there'll be one more coming this week. And then, like I said, I will be gone the entirety of next weekend. As you guys are watching this, I will be out of town again. So I hope the 5 episodes helps to at least kind of make up for that. I hope you guys are enjoying these little kind of burst fire marathons that I'm running. I'm hoping that things will be kind of back to settled normal after this, but then again, every time I say that, they aren't. Like, something always comes up. Part of it's just because things are opening back up. I've been vaccinated, so I can go basically wherever I want here in Illinois without needing to worry about things. So, and a lot of businesses are opening up, so my friends are kind of wanting to do stuff, and I'm doing things with my family. So we've been busy. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next episode.
Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, Spanglefan, Tarsak, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.